Should have got.
Well, you got to stick a semi-hard one in there somewhere, haven't you? That's what I always say to the missus.
Here we go. It's the Pompey Pod with Mike and Dan. Hello, Dan.
Hi, Mike.
For those of you who aren't familiar, this is the podcast that is all things Portsmouth. We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we review the game from our own perspective. We have a little quiz, and then we do a little preview of the forthcoming games.
No,
that's a word, isn't it? That's the language. Some people have described us, Dan, as the Saint and Greavesy of the Portsmouth podding world. Would you agree with that?
Who has?
Just some people.
Oh,
we don't need to know names.
No, I wouldn't agree with that. No.
Who would you compare us to?
I would compare us to. I think we're the Hale and Pace of
the Hale and Pace.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that.
Do you want to know why?
What? Go on in.
We're on the overweight side. We're outdated, and we're not as funny / popular as we like to think we are.
Well, I think that's pretty much spot on then, isn't it?
There you go.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
It's all true. It's all true. Yeah. So this week we are looking at the Charlton game, the 0-0 draw at the Valley. Where they're going to have a little quiz, and if you don't normally stick around for the quizzes, do so, because in about 20 minutes' time we've got a good one for you. It's all about Portsmouth Football Club or players who played for Portsmouth Football Club.
No way.
I know. It's incredible. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thunk it? And then we will have a little look ahead to the weekend's game, which is against Oxford United. There's also some games happening in midweek as well, which involve other teams who are around us. So we'll have a little chat about those quickly a little bit later. But let's kick off. Let's get into the Charlton game. What did you think, Dan?
I thought it was all right. I didn't think. I thought it was similar to the Oxford game in that I thought Charlton were there for the taking. I thought we could have easily got the 3 points. I thought they were quite poor, Charlton. We weren't great, but I just thought the Charlton teams that we've seen that have always taken points off us over the last few years, I just thought that team on Saturday looked quite poor. But we just didn't seem sharp enough, I don't think, in the final third. Those crosses, the final ball just didn't seem quite there at the weekend. I thought there was a few too many players that didn't have good games, like Lane. Lane didn't seem to do much at all.
Just slightly off it, weren't they?
Yeah, they were slightly off it, but yeah.
I think. What is it now? 8 games unbeaten. So I suppose you could say they're due a bit of an off game. But that said, that's 15 games without a win for Charlton. So I agree, they're definitely there for. I think it's a sign, isn't it, of that we're well over our late December, early January blip. That we're disappointed to come away with a draw there.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we'd have taken a draw there last year, wouldn't we?
Yeah. I thought it seemed a bit nervy as well. I just thought we seemed a bit more nervy than normal. So maybe that whole we never beat Charlton thing played on their minds as well. I don't know.
Do you reckon that does? Do you reckon that?
I don't know.
I think it's more of a fan thing than anyone else. I think that's one of those things.
I'm sure it is, yeah. But you never know how much players read into it or what they see on social media and whether they talk about it. Don't know.
You'd like to hope not. You think the players who are there, not many of them have been there. Raggett's been there the longest, in 3 seasons. So he would have seen some tough times at Charlton. But I never really know how much to read into those kind of bogey teams and voodoo teams and all that sort of malarkey. Sometimes I think it's a little bit nonsense because, like you say, it could feed down from the crowd, but we had a pretty healthy number there. Over three I think about 3,500 went, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which is excellent. By the looks of the stands, it was around about the same amount of Charlton fans.
Yeah, good support.
Wasn't that many. Let's talk about the chances. So obviously, Carnu had the first chance for them hitting the post, got away from Raggett quite well. Although I think Raggett was a bit hard done by. He was overloaded with 2 players, wasn't he? One just left it and Carnu was in. But then went straight down the other end. What did you think of Bishop's effort when we went straight down the other end?
Yeah, it was all right, wasn't it? He's outside the box, isn't it? And has he ever scored from outside the box? I'm not even sure whether he has he?
I don't think it's his sort of. It's not
No.
his forte, is it?
No, but
I think he could have taken a touch.
It was good that we went straight down the other end. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was. And Kamara was kind of instrumental in that, wasn't he? But although I did think their defender was a little bit slow getting to the ball, but I don't know. I just thought Bishop could have taken a little bit, just one more touch, take it away from the defender, and maybe try and slot it in the near post rather than go across the keeper. It couldn't have been at a better height for the keeper, really, could it?
No.
Yeah, so that was first chance. Then Lang's header was the next one. Again, good height for the keeper, pretty much straight at him.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that and the follow-up from Lane?
Yeah, I think you'd like to see Lang sort of hit the corners with that header, but I think where it's just behind him, it's hard to get any sort of direction on it, and you're just trying to head it towards goal. And then the same with Lane's one. I don't think you can blame either of them for not scoring. So yeah, it was.
I actually thought Lane's was more thought out, wasn't it? Because you can see he's actually trying to kind of lob it over for the back post, isn't he? And he's just been unfortunate. Whereas Lang's was more of a reaction. Like you say, he is a little bit behind him, but I still think he could have got it a bit away from the keeper personally. But the best two chances really went to them.
Moxon's chance.
I keep forgetting about Moxon's chance. Yeah, it was a good one. He's teed himself up nicely there, and I think a little bit, a yard either side, and it's probably a goal, isn't it?
What did you think of him? Because I thought he had a funny game in that I thought that from a CDM point of view, I thought he was very good, but going forwards, other than that Thierry Henry-esque shot, he just seems to panic in those areas, in that final third area.
Yeah, he was a little bit, wasn't he? I thought I agree completely. I won't repeat what you just said because I nearly did, but I completely agree. I think he's still settling into the role, isn't he? But didn't offer a huge amount going forward other than that. They then had a chance right before half-time, which I couldn't see how they didn't score. I can only assume that because May at the near post somehow managed to get it over the bar from about 5 yards out.
Yeah.
I didn't really see it.
Why did Shaughnessy leave that?
I don't know. I thought it was quite strange all the way around. But there was two of them, wasn't there? And I think in the end, they probably got in each other's way, which is lucky, really, because otherwise he's just burying that, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good chance.
And I think that would have been harsh. But having said that, I think it also may have kicked us up the arse a bit for the second half.
Yeah.
Because we weren't great second half.
And then they took him off, which was very odd.
Yeah, that was strange because I still thought he was one of their better players.
Yeah.
But it's a point, and the good thing is Derby and Bolton both lost.
Yeah.
Obviously, Barnsley beating Derby. Have you seen the Bolton red card incident with
no?
I forget his name.
Santos,
isn't it?
Santos, that's it. Yeah,
Santos. That's
no,
it,
no. I've seen people saying, "Oh well, Bolton have lost their central defender for 3 games." But I thought, well, when he was at Fratton Park, I thought he had a shocker against.
He did. Yengi. Yeah, he did.
I think he's supposed to be pretty good, isn't he? Normally,
he's maybe decent. A lot of people say he's the best centre back in the league. A lot of people say, but a lot of debate about him in the world. Yes, he is. Obviously, it's pretty clear cut. The only thing I'm not sure about is I thought you couldn't be sent off if the penalty was given because it's basically.
I didn't see it.
He goes round. I'll describe to you. He goes round the keeper. The player goes round the keeper, squares it to his mate, who's just literally about to tap it in, and Santos comes from behind him, takes him out, and knocks the ball away after going through the back of the player. So the player goes down in a heap. I don't.
That's not a thing anymore, is it? That rule? I don't think.
Double jeopardy.
I'm sure it's not because I've seen. Yeah, well, I don't know. I assumed it wasn't because I've seen quite a few where it's they've red carded someone.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know whether it is a rule or not. You don't know these
Right.
days, do you? This is good
You don't
because
know.
in 10 seconds time you'll start laughing on my screen. There we go. There it is. Yeah, it's good. That love the lag. Yeah.
So, would you see it as a point gained in the circumstances?
Yeah, I think so. You think bogey team away? Yes, it would have been nice to get 3 points, but Derby and Bolton both losing again. It would have been nice to get 3 points, but you can't have everything, can you? So, and that's
No.
what was that 5th game? Is it 13 from 15? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
yeah.
And it also now means that even with the games in hand, we can't be caught even with goal difference, etc., because it's all irrelevant now, isn't it? We are actually top on merit.
Yep.
So, all right. So, just talk about.
Can I just say? Oh,
Yeah.
we've got the whole. Is it top 9 to play? The whole every team we've
Is that
got to
right?
play out there. We've got Derby to play, Bolton to play,
We've still got
Barnsley to
Bolton,
play,
Barnsley,
Peterborough to play,
Peterborough.
Oxford,
Actually, you're right. Yeah.
Stevenage we've done,
Blackpool.
Blackpool.
Stevenage, have we done twice? Have we done twice,
I think
Stevenage?
we've done Stevenage twice,
Yeah,
haven't we?
we
Yeah.
have. Yes, we have. Yeah. We beat them 3-1 and drew 0-0, didn't we?
Yeah. Leighton Orient, we've got them
Black.
once, haven't we? Or have we done them? No, we've done them twice, haven't we?
No, we done
Leighton
them
Orient.
twice. We lost 3-0
Yeah.
and won 4-0.
And then Lincoln.
Blackpool, we
Lincoln's
still got to play.
last game of the season, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah,
Interesting.
we've got the top 6. Or top 5.
But then
So
also, if you look at
2 to
that,
6.
Derby's at our place, Barnsley's at our place, Peterborough's away, Oxford's at our place, Blackpool's at theirs. Yeah, it's still very much in our hands, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
I think beat Derby, beat Bolton, you're as good as there. I think.
Yeah, I think the good thing is we know there's no teams that we should be scared of. We've seen enough from every team, apart from maybe Barnsley doing well at the minute and did well in the second half against us.
Yeah.
When we played them, but yeah.
I know it's a bit of a cliche, but I think our biggest issue at the moment it seems to be ourselves. When we're on it, we seem to be really on it. When we're slow out of the blocks, is when I get worried because we take a long time to get into games. And you look at the amount of points we've won from losing positions this season.
Yeah,
I think you can only get away with that so much. And obviously, there's the times like the Leighton Orient game at home, the Blackpool game where we're chasing that game, and actually we didn't have enough in the tank. And that's the thing is we need to be starting games quicker. Again, against Charlton, we started slowly. They had that chance, then we went down the other end, and that kind of started us into the game. But I think if we are at Bolton and we start slowly, we're going to find it difficult to get back in the game if we go behind. Likewise at Peterborough. I know Peterborough were on a really bad run, but they've got enough pace and firepower to really damage teams, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Who was your standout player on the weekend? Because for me, it's difficult. I couldn't really say who was my man of the match. I think there's a couple of contenders, but no one really shone, did they?
No. I thought Moxon was all right. I thought he was good. I thought Raggett was good again.
Yeah.
Who else was in there in the middle? Pack.
Moxon, Lang again. Quiet one, wasn't it, for Lang?
Yeah. I don't think Lang, Kamara, Bishop just didn't really do enough, did they?
Front three all quiet, weren't they?
Yengi was unlucky to win a penalty, wasn't he? When he came on.
Was he?
Did you not see that fucking horrendous dive that he did?
Yeah, I did.
Fucking
even their commentators said, "Oh yeah, he should get booked for that, shouldn't he?"
Yeah. Yes, he should.
Yes, he should. You're absolutely right. He should be getting booked for that. That was a little bit much, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but we are 6 clear, 11 to go. Here's a new thing I'm going to introduce. And we're going to put a little poll out, but we need to get some nominees. So we've played all our games in February now. So let's go for a player of the month of February. Who would be? I was trying to get 4 nominees earlier, and then I couldn't narrow it down to 4. So shall I tell you who my 5 were, and then see how you might want to add more? But I've got Pack.
Yep.
Shocknessy.
Yep.
Kamara.
Yep.
Lane, and
Yeah.
Ogilvy as my 5.
Yeah.
Would you add anyone extra in there?
No, I guess you could say maybe Lang for a couple of good performances.
Couple of good goals.
Yeah, a couple of good goals, a couple of important goals. But no, I think that's around about right. Maybe I think I'd go with Raggett rather than Shaughnessy.
Would you? Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So let's go for the top 4 then. So we go Raggett,
Yes.
Ogilvy. Yeah. No. Or so you got
Yeah.
Ogilvy, Kamara.
Yeah. Well, I think
Pack
it depends. It
and
depends what
Lane.
it depends what you're picking on, isn't it? If you're
Criteria.
if you're talking on goals and assists, then you'd go with Kamara, wouldn't you? Because
Yep.
he drifts in and out of games, but he's scored some good goals, and he's assisted a few goals, 4 or 5 in the last month, hasn't he? So
Yeah.
I think
So Kamara's got to
let's
be
give
in
it to
there.
Kamara. I think. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I'll just finish the debate. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, we'll go
Okay.
with
So
Kamara.
we go
We're choosing
we
Kamara.
go Kamara.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to weight this in the favour of Kamara, but we're going to go with Kamara, Pack, Raggett, and Lane as the 4th one. Let's go Lane with the 4th one.
Yeah, let's go Lane.
So,
yeah.
All right, we'll put that out on Twitter. Let's see. We'll report back next week who wins our very first Player of the Month for February. That's a good time to start the Player of the Month, isn't it? In February.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to come back to the Oxford preview in just a while, but let's take a little break to have a little quiz. Mine is a quick quiz, so should we start with yours?
Yeah, mine is a what you normally do. Who am I? So,
okay, good.
I expected you to get all of these because you've been doing your
researching
search when looking up players, so you should know all these straight away.
Wikipedia.
Right. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll do what you do. So if you get it on the first clue, you get 4 points. Second clue, 3 points, and so on. Okay.
Etc.
So your first one is: I'm a forward, and I was born on the 1st of October 1962 in Plumstead.
Forward 62. So that would make him 50. No, 6. That would make him 62, wouldn't it? Wow. Okay. 62 years old. Plumstead. Is that London? Is it? I think it is London, isn't it? 62-year-old forward. Is it? It's not, because I think he was born in the 50s. So Mickey Quinn? No, he's not born in Plumstead. Mark Haley.
Mark Haley, right? Okay, we'll go with Haley. So for 3 points, in 17 years, I scored 127 goals in 521 appearances and got 5 England caps.
Paul Walsh.
Paul Walsh. That'd be for 3 points.
Is that correct?
That is correct for 3 points. It is Paul Walsh.
Paul Walsh. Of course, it's Paul Walsh.
Third clue was started my career in 1979 for Luton. Went on to play for Liverpool and Spurs. And your fourth clue was well known for having a beautiful mullet. So well done.
Beautiful
That's
lock.
3 points in the bag already. Right, next one.
3 points. Yes.
Forward. I haven't written these all as in the first person. So I'm a forward. Born 28th of November 1948 in Orcheston, Wiltshire. So it might be Orcheston.
Oh, this is way before my era. So that's 48. That makes them 74. 74. So they would have been playing the 70s. Would have been playing the 60s and 70s. This is way out of my comfort zone. But go on. I've got a clue.
77,
Doogie Reid.
Actually. Doogie Reid. It's a great answer. Okay, it's wrong. But for 3 points, I scored over 250 goals in my career, including 21 for England, with most coming for another club, with most league goals coming for another club on the South Coast.
Oh. It's not Shannon, is it? Is it Shannon?
Is it Shannon? Is it Shannon?
I guess it must be.
Yeah, that's another 3 points in the bag. It is Mick Shannon. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Next clue would have been known for my trademark windmill celebration.
Yeah.
And then the fourth clue would have been Scummer, who is a successful racehorse trainer.
Scummer obsessed with horses.
Yeah. Right, next one. Defender, born the 3rd of October, 1978, in Santa Terso, Portugal.
78, so that makes him 36.
All
Is it
overs.
Ricardo Rocha?
Of course it is, Mike.
Ricardo Rocha?
4 points straight in the bag.
Bosh!
Yeah. Second would have been. Oh, second one's not very interesting. But the third one was going to be my first game for Pompey was a 5-0 defeat against Man United. And then I was sent off in my next 2 Pompey games. Did you know this? I didn't. He got sent off in his next second game, and then after he'd sorted out his suspension, he came back and got sent off again. And I put, and is somehow remembered by some as a legend.
somehow he does. Yeah.
Well done.
I do remember that 5-0 defeat. Who scored the own goal in that game? It was the guy. Who was the guy who went to Stoke that played for us? Mark.
Oh, Haley.
No.
Oh, Mark. No, I know. Mark
with a C.
Skinny. Yeah, tall and skinny. Mark.
Can't think of his name. He scored a cracker of an own goal in that game. Was it Wilson? Yeah, it was Wilson, I think, wasn't it? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't sound right, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Mark Wilson.
Tall and skinny. Was it Mark? I can picture him.
Yeah, me too. I can't think of his name. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, well, let's move on.
Yeah. He'll come to me in a minute. Yeah. Right. Okay. So 3 points, 3 points, and 4 points thus far. This one, right, next one. Winger, born the 15th of October, 1961 in Ashton-under-Lyne.
It was Mark Wilson, by the way. There you go.
Mark Wilson. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, well done. Sorry, I didn't listen to any of that.
Winger.
Ashton-under-Lyne is all I heard. Winger,
born 15th of October, 1961 in Ashton-under-Lyne.
Okay, 61. So Ashton-under-Lyne, I'm assuming, is kind of Midlandsy. 61 makes it. Oh, I know who this is. I think. Is it Chamberlain? Mark Chamberlain.
Chamberlain
is
incorrect.
Incorrect.
Okay. Next clue. I played 82 games for Nottingham Forest between 81 and 85. Then went on to play for Sheffield United and Birmingham. Played for Pompey between 89 and 93. And played an extraordinary 120 games for Pompey, scoring 12 goals.
Oh my God! Late 80s, early 90s.
This is your semi hard one, I think.
So, if you think about that 92 side, so you would have had Anderton on the right. Who would have been on the left? Well, Chamberlain probably would have been on the right, wouldn't he? Anderton kind of, I don't know.
Can I have to hurry?
Oh, not Oh no! It's really a quick quiz. Oh, I can't think. No.
Okay. Well, next one for 2 points. This doesn't make it any easier. It might do for you. Since 1995, I've coached a number of small teams such as Aldershot, Manchester City Reserves, Bolton, Fulham under-18s and under-23s, and Scum.
I know who this is, but I can't think of his name.
Well, you might get it if I give you clue 4.
He was blonde. Is it? No, I want to say Guppy or something like that, but it's not Guppy.
Yeah, I know you know who it is. Come on, let's do the next one.
No.
Right, okay. Your last one for 1 point. An anagram of my name is Give Sweetly.
Give Sweet. I'm terrible at anagrams.
Give Sweetly.
Give Sweetly. Oh, of course it's.
Come on.
Is it Vince Hilaire?
No,
it's not Vince Hilaire.
There's loads of end season.
And seas.
Give Sweetly, isn't there?
I just saw the V. And went Vince Hilaire. Give Sweetly.
I should have done Vince Hilaire.
Sorry. Go on.
Okay, that unlucky. I know you know who it is.
Vince Hilaire.
It was Steve Wigley. Steve Wigley. Right, here we go.
When I was thinking Guppy, I was thinking him, but I couldn't think of his name.
Nice, easy one to finish off. Okay.
Wiggers. Yeah.
Striker, born 15th of October, All mine are October and November. That's really weird. 15th of October, 1971 in Nottingham.
1971.
Yep.
So that makes him 53, 52 at the moment. 50. What was it? Forward, did you say?
Striker. Yep. Striker.
Striker.
Mm-hmm.
52. In Nottingham. Not. I'm going to go with Colin Clark.
Colin Clark is incorrect for 3 points. In a career spanning 20 years, I scored over 200 goals and won FA Cup, Premier League, and the Tournoi de France for my country. Remember the Tournoi, don't we? We all remember that Tournoi.
Do, yeah. Wasn't the Roberto Carlos free kick in the Tournoi de France?
It was.
So I'm trying to think who was in that. So obviously France, Brazil,
remember what
England,
else
and
Roberto Carlos did in his career? Nothing, just that. Just that free kick.
Just once.
I made him a legend. Yeah.
Go
on him.
Tournoi de France. It's
You get it on the next one anyway. If you don't get it on that one.
Go on.
Okay. For 2 points, stated that he loathed Teddy Sheringham for 15 years after he refused to shake his hand when he came on for him as a substitute against Uruguay in
Andrew
1995.
Cole. Did England win Tournoi de France, did they?
Yeah. Well, that was 2
I assume we got all excited about that.
Yeah, probably. So you got 12 points out of 20. That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's quite respectable.
Something percent. 60%, 56%. Well done.
Quite respectable. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah,
if it wasn't for that terrible Wiggly one, I think I would have. Should have got Wiggly.
Well, you got to stick a semi-hard one in there somewhere, haven't you? That's what I always say to the missus.
She's a lucky lady. Okay, right. You've got a nice quick. This is quick fire. This couldn't be any quicker. This because we're hitting 30 minutes, so we've got to move on. But I'm going to trim it down because of all the stoppages. But it is quick fire. I'm going to give you two options. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to give you two options, and then you've just got to tell me what the answer is of the two options available to you. So, firstly, who scored more league goals for Portsmouth? Was it? Out of these two, only these two options, was it the Yak, Yakubu, or was it Lee Bradbury? Which scored the most league goals for Portsmouth?
Now, see, I've done these loads of times with you, haven't I? So I should have these things ingrained in my head.
Should have an idea.
I know Yakubu's not a huge. You think it'd be Yakubu, but you wouldn't do it otherwise, would you? So it's got to be Bradbury. Can't be, can it? Can't be. Let's go Bradbury.
Can't be Bradbury. You're gonna go Bradbury? You sure?
Yeah, I think over the because he came back. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna go Bradbury.
Okay, Yakubu got a total of 35 league goals for Portsmouth. Lee Bradbury, in 152 games, league games, got 43. Oh. Only just more. Bradbury 1-0. One to you. One point. Okay, next one. This one seems, you'd think this one's easy. Who played more league games for Portsmouth? League games again. Was it the diminutive Sammy Igoe? Or was it the legend Alan McLaughlin?
I think Igoe was around the 100 mark or something, close-ish too.
I'll give you a clue. There's 5 in it.
Yeah. And yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go. Igoe.
Sammy Igoe played 145 times in the league for Portsmouth. Alan McLaughlin played 150. So you're wrong to go Igoe. It was Alan McLaughlin. It is a lot. It is a lot from Igoe, yeah.
Yeah.
Who out of the following two strikers has played for the most professional clubs? Football league clubs, we'll say. Football league clubs out of Guy Whittingham or Peter Crouch?
By
football league, I'm including Premier League in that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be Crouch. Don't tell me it's Whittingham, because Whittingham straight Charlton and then Pompey, and then went to Villa, and then there's things like shit teams, Coventry and shit like that on it. No, come on. Yeah, no, it's Crouch. Don't tell me it isn't.
He
I'm not
played for
having it.
Wickham. He played
Yeah, I'm
for,
not having it. No,
Peter,
not having it.
Peter Crouch played for 10 clubs,
Yeah.
including Portsmouth.
Hmm.
Guy Whittingham played for 11 in total, but 3 of them were not EFL clubs or were not. So 8 actual Football League clubs. You are correct to go Crouch.
Get in there.
Okay, here we go. 2 more. Interesting one. This. Who, out of the following 2 players, received the most second yellows turning to red cards? Not straight red cards, but second yellows turning to reds. Firstly, Liam Lawrence. Secondly, Andy Orford.
Lawrence
has received 2 yellows to reds. Orford has received 3. Okay. Before we lose the will to live, let's go to the final one. Who has received the most yellows? Just individual yellows, not turning to reds, out of Nathan Thompson and Lee Brown.
Thompson.
Nathan the Thug Thompson
Brown.
or Lee
Brown.
Lovely Lee Brown.
Changed it. Brown.
Stick with your original answer. I'm going to have to take your first answer because it
Thompson.
is Nathan Thompson.
Yay.
Well, there you go. That was hard work. It was a good quiz, but it was hard work because of the technical issues that we faced. This will be seamlessly put back together, and nobody will know anything about those technical issues apart from the agony on Dan's face as we blend back in. I think that was how many did you get there? 3? Three at Oxford, yes. Oxford game coming up. So quickly before we go to the Oxford game, so Bolton tomorrow have got Wigan away, tricky one for them. Derby have got Charlton at home.
Yeah.
I think. What do you think? Well, I'm going to quickly say I think Derby will win that. I think Bolton will draw with Wigan. I think they'll drop more points. They're a little bit off form, aren't they?
Nah, I think they'll be all right. I think they'll win this one, Bolton. I think both of them will win. I think
both wins.
Charlton have had a lovely little run, haven't they? 3 games. Yeah. I suppose the fact that Charlton have just drawn with Bolton and us might put them in a good position. But I can't. Yeah, I think Derby and Bolton will be too strong for both those teams. We've just got to assume that they're going to win, haven't we?
Yeah,
assume they're going to win.
Do our business.
And then if they do drop points, then bonus
points. We got Oxford then at the weekend. Oxford in a run of no wins in 3, lost their last one out, drew the 2 before that. What's your thoughts? We're at home.
Well, when we played them a few weeks ago, their commentators kept on pointing out just how many players they had out, injured, missing, whatever. And I thought they were quite. They weren't great. So, but I don't know what they're like. I don't know whether they've filled those places or whether those players are coming back. I mean, if it's the same team, same starting 11 that we played a few weeks ago, I think we should be far too strong for them, especially at home.
Yeah.
But who knows?
And I think despite our injuries, I think we actually look strong first team and bench at the moment, don't we?
Like we did early part of the season. I think we look like we've got players that can come on. Yeah.
Change the game.
Oh yeah, and just saying that was a bit saucy. Old Mousinho putting Yengi on and not taking Bishop.
Both of them up top.
Day, yeah.
Yeah. I thought originally Bishop had gone off, but I saw it. But they went for a little 3 at the back, didn't they? Which didn't really change much, did it? Really, not that much. No. All right, so you're gonna stick yourself on the fence. I'm gonna say it will be a home win. I think we'll win that one against Oxford, and I think I'm even going to say we'll win it by more than 1 goal. Oh no, 3-1. 3-1. Yeah. There you go. You'll enjoy that one.
So we start quick.
Yeah, out the blocks. That's what I'd like to see. Out the blocks quick, early goal, settle the crowd, get the crowd behind us, go on, and their goal will be a relatively late consolation. Will be 3-0 up. They'll score a relatively late consolation, and it'll be happy days down at the park.
Okay.
If you've enjoyed our content this week, why not follow us on Facebook or on YouTube or on X? It's @PompeyPod on all three. We're up to 320 on Facebook now, which is great. We want to try and get it to maybe around 500 by the end of the season. We're also 56, I think it is, on YouTube. Very happy with that. 56 people following us, subscribing to this. If you want to subscribe, do so, please. We appreciate all the people that follow us and get involved in our content. It'll be a similar one next week, I think. That's it from us.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.